Hello, it's me, Troubadour, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video, we are doing a fun challenge that was proposed by Broken Binge. Now, I'll link Broken Binge's video in the description below, but the gist of it is Broken Binge has been playing a ton of Red Dead Redemption 2, and if you don't know what that game is, it's like a game that's, first off, it's a cowboy game, hence, the background, the cowboy hat. Well, I always have cowboy hat, but, the theming of the pack and all that is all centered around the game and kind of that, Western aesthetic. But Broken Bench has been playing a ton of that game, and so he decided he wanted to try and win with a team kind of centered around that. So he came up with this idea to make a pack that's themed all around animals that they saw in the game. So that means, stuff like, they saw like a pig and a stork and a horse and stuff like that, like stuff you'd see in the game. And then try and win with either a horse or a pony on your team the entire game. That being like the horse that your character Arthur rides on during the game. I can't remember the horse's name. I've actually played the game. I've had it sitting in my Steam library for like a year and a half now because like that game looks incredible. But I know it's like over like 150 hours worth of content. I just haven't felt like I've had the time commitment necessary to really invest myself into the game the way I want, so I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, the pack's kind of built like that, so that means you can't just use any broken strong pet in the game. Like I can't put, Bird of Paradise sauropod in the pack because that's not kind of animal you would see in Red Dead Redemption. So that's why we got stuff, like we're running like pony and rabbit and stork and stuff. Oh, and by the way, Bigfoot is in Red Dead Redemption 2. Before you guys say anything, Bigfoot is in the game. But yeah, so I did make a couple changes to the pack that Broken Binge provided, namely adding the locust that is one half of the combo that I'm going for here. And then I had a couple other things, like I think I added like I added onion and I added garlic, and then maybe I added another pet here or there, but all the pets and foods I added were stuff that would still make sense. Like, yeah, it makes sense you see an onion, in like the 1800s, right? Or a locust, I wasn't just gonna add like star fruit just for the sake of having a lot of really good perks. That's the other thing about this pack, it's really built around, pets you would see in the game, which means that I really have to work within a sort of creative limitation while doing this run, which is a really nice change of pace, really trying to like learn the pack instead of just building a pack around what I want, kind of like using the pack and its restraints in a creative way, and that's kind of this team I came up with here, because I could have just done, just like throw a horse on the team, scale it to the moon with and put like bison whatever and just kind of do that, but wanted to do an actual team synergy, and that's why I end up using the pony. Now the pony, there's this team I've been trying for a while that I never am turning into a video. I wanted to do a pony plus black bear team, and then like the black bear would have fairy dust and the pony would give it a bunch of feed triggers and whatever. Problem is that synergy is just really awful. It was just so bad. Never will make a video on it, but I wanted to use pony again for a while, and this was like the perfect opportunity. So that's why you see me scaling up the pony here. Oh, we get an early cat. That is so beautiful. But our basic idea here is we want to get a big pony, and then we want the locust on the team so that whenever it faints, it just summons a whole bunch of locusts. Because how locust works is it'll basically summon a locust for every food that it's eaten this battle. So look at that. Completely fills up the board. We actually lose that on the banana it got from Radish, which is funny. That's also really nice in the early game. Just throw Radish on locust and you're guaranteed a free summon, even if your pony doesn't get a knockout. But yeah, we'll take the second cat here. That seems like a pretty worthwhile investment. But yeah, in the meantime, we're just scaling up the pony, looking for locust levels, and the other pet we really want is another tier 6. The cat is a very important part of this. Let me say, this run took me like, I don't know, about 40 attempts. It was really hard because I was trying to get a very specific team combo that wasn't really that strong, and I was using a pack that wasn't super optimal either for customs, so it was a struggle to say the least. So this took me a lot of tries, but having a cat on the team helped out so much of that, especially level 2 cat. Every level 2 cat run ended up going very far, so I knew I wanted to go for that. Might as well, keep scaling up while I'm at it, because the main thing that I ran into is just not having enough stats in the late game. You run into the 50-50 squad starting on like turn 11, and you need something to catch up, so level 2 cat helped with that a lot. But here you get to see the other pet that I really want on the team, the Grizzly Bear. So this was the whole idea. I want to get a lot of triggers and hopefully, get the Grizzly Bear to snipe a bunch of times. Of course, it's going to be trouble when we run into a Parrot Axolotl team. Like, bro, what do I even do? It's crazy. But the whole idea, I mentioned I put Onion in the pack. So my idea was build up a big pony that would give a bunch of feed triggers to a Locust, and then have a Grizzly Bear with an Onion on it so that it'll jump behind the Locust and hopefully give me another set of triggers. So I'm hoping to get 5 triggers before the Grizzly Bear jumps back, or before the Locust faints, I should say. And then when the Locust faints, it'll summon 4 Locusts, basically. You see, it's always like summoning too many, but with the Grizzly in the back, it'll summon like 4 Locusts, and then it gives me another Grizzly Bear trigger. That's kind of the whole idea with this combo. Now, we haven't found the Onion yet, but we're okay just scaling up in the meantime. Still doesn't hurt having just big stats all around. Maybe we can get a Grizzly Bear trigger anyway. I don't know if I've gotten one yet, actually. It's been really close, but it's just our pure stats are enough to get us to 9 wins. Of course, this video is not over yet. We still have a little ways to go because, like I said, this took me like 40 tries. This team is not very, it's not as broken as, teams maybe you're used to seeing on this channel. And that means you're going to run into a lot of stuff you just can't beat. Look at this. We faced infected players, got level 3 Abomination. It's like, was that Rock and Ox and the Gorilla abilities all in one. I mean, that's just crazy. We actually end up drawing here, that's crazy. That was a super fun team, though. Shouts to infected player. I know Abomination's one of their favorites. But yeah, in the meantime, we're just going to look for more stats, more scaling. Maybe another cow would be nice. Fortunately, Stu hits our 50 HP pony. Spread foods do not ignore something if it's, only 50 on one of the stats, I'm pretty sure. We do get enough to get 1 Grizzly Snipe here, but we don't have enough Locusts. If we had summoned 1 more Locust, we would have gotten an extra Grizzly Bear trigger, and we could have won, honestly. I think we were in a really good spot there. But in the meantime, we'll just take some more stats. We froze this cat for a while. I was thinking about switching out the cow for a second catch to get even more scaling. I don't think I ended up going with it in the end. Once again, here we face a team there's no way we're beating. I wonder, is this the same opponent I faced before? I mean, they got like 2 50/50s and a few other pets that are almost there. There's no way we're beating this with any team, let's be honest. That's just absolutely insane, the kind of scaling they got there. But I keep noticing in these battles, a common trend is that my Grizzly Bear is not getting to go off, or it's only getting to go off once. So I decided to bring in the Fly, hopefully to give me some extra summons to make my Grizzly Bear go off some extra turns. And what do we face on the last turn here? 50/50 Leopard with level 2 Tiger. You gotta be kidding me. Kill my Grizzly Bear. But wait, they broke the limits with the Lamprey, and we actually win on turn 18 and complete the Red Dead Redemption 2 challenge from Broken Binge. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, attempt at a synergy. I did get it going in some turns, but the winning run is of course the one that, I actually get to 10 wins with, not the one that had the combo go off the most times. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll put the pack code in the description, and once again, I'll link Broken Bench's original challenge video in the description as well. And thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do the generic stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video, but until then, as always, stay true.